Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? John here with another video. Hope you guys are all doing well today, having a fantastic day. High vibrations all day. That might be my new intro, maybe. We will see. You gotta have your high vibrations way up there, right? So my message today is spiritual ego and how to overcome it. Now, a spiritual ego, and this tends to happen to basically anyone who has had a spiritual awakening, like the beginning stages of your spiritual awakening. So spiritual ego, your ego plays along, and it's basically where you think you're hot stuff, like better than people who are not awakened. You think you're more powerful than this one person. You think you're above them. You think you know everything. Yes, when you have awakened to the 3D matrix, yes, you are aware of what's around you. You are aware that things that have been told to you is a lie. Yes, go within. You have all the answers within, but you still gotta question everything, no matter what. Everything. Question yourself. We're all one consciousness. We're not above anyone. A spiritual ego, that's basically what it is. You think you're above the people who are not awakened, or this, like, competition with other spiritual YouTubers. That tends to happen a lot. It's just, that's all spiritual ego. You think you're better than this one person. That person's not right. I'm right. It's just all about judgmental stuff. Basically all that stuff. It's a big ego. Your ego gets so big on all that. Like, you're just because you're awakened doesn't mean you're better than this one person who's not awakened. We're all one. We're all a collective. We're all in this together. We're all playing our part in this 3D matrix. We're here to experience and observe. So, how to overcome the spiritual ego? And yeah, it happens basically around like the beginning of your awakening, usually. I mean, we're all different. We all have our own experience. But how to overcome it? Just remind yourself that we're all one. You can't be, no one's above anyone. We're all one. Look at the people who are not awakened, who are still asleep, doing the same thing on autopilot, basically all that. Just love them. Love them for who they are. If they're not awakened, who cares? Worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about the person who's not awakened or what these other spiritual YouTubers are doing. If they don't agree with the same thing you're doing, you're your own person. Basically, the main thing to overcome a spiritual ego is get in the habit of focusing on yourself. For a week, focus on yourself. How to better yourself. What stuff you can do to get out of your life that's bringing you down. Just stuff like that. Work on yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. Worry about yourself. What you do. If your family or your friends are not awakened, they're not on the same level of consciousness, it's okay. They'll have their time or in the next life, whatever. No need to be judgmental. So when you overcome a spiritual ego, you start to be open-minded. I feel that's where I'm at too in my spiritual awakening. I'm starting to feel more open-minded. Like, I used to be religious, like Christianity. I used to be a Christian, grew up Catholic and then Christian, became a Christian, went to contemporary churches, Pentecostal church. That was the last church I attended to, which was like over 2 years now, two and a half years. But yeah, like for religious people, like Christians, I mean, I respect their beliefs if it helps them become a better person in that belief. That's good. As long as it makes them a better person, I respect it. I still like listening to all that stuff sometimes. I mean, do I believe in it? No, but I'm just open-minded. I like hearing different people's beliefs on that type of stuff. In politics, if someone's a Democrat, Republican, okay, I just focus on myself. They're a Republican. They support the left. They support the right. Let them do them. Whatever works. I just see it different now. I see a different perspective on things. Of course, all that has to do with the Matrix, and I see it for what it is. That none of that matters. Going within, connecting with your higher self, getting all the answers, escaping the Matrix, that's what matters. But I still respect their perspective on all that. That's just stuff you gotta look to overcome a spiritual ego. Start being more open-minded. Start respecting people's opinions, beliefs. Stop pretending you're so hot stuff and thinking you're more powerful, like you know everything more than that one person. Stop thinking you just know 100% everything. You gotta question everything. But just start getting the practice of being more open-minded. But like I said, the main thing to overcome a spiritual ego is focus on yourself. Get into meditation more, like learn to be present, ease of mind. Get all the distractions away. And just, I'm sure there's plenty of guided meditations on how to overcome a spiritual ego. There's basically guided meditations on anything, basically. But a spiritual ego, to overcome it, focus on yourself, start being more open-minded, get into practice of just not judging people for what they believe in or for what they are. If they're not awakened, if they did this, did that. Just respect them for who they are is basically it. Respect yourself. Love yourself and then love others. It's unconditional love. Remember, God doesn't judge anyone. God does not judge. God is within us. God is His unconditional love. That's all God is. And that true love of God is within. The Most High is within us. In here. Within. But just want to put that out there. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell for more notifications. In the meantime, I'll talk to y'all later. Namaste.